I'm coming. I'm coming, little one. Good morning from probably the hottest day of the year so far. I have been chilling outside. Oh, you're gonna go. I need to put you here. That better. I have been chilling outside in the garden. Feels so lovely to do this with Elowen. And I said to Alex this morning, I was like, this is what I always dreamed of. I remember when she was a newborn, I don't know if I vlogged it, but I definitely posted it on Instagram, coming out here, breastfeeding her on a big, oh goodness, this garden is sloped. Is that gonna help? Yeah, I remember breastfeeding her on a rug out here in the sun last August, and it must have been August because I swear she was literally a couple of weeks old, because I remember the first time that I felt capable of like coming downstairs and going outside. I came out here, I think it was like a really sunny day, and I just laid out here, breastfed her, she napped, and I think I just chilled out, and it was just like the loveliest thing. I think I was reading my Kindle or something. It's so nice now she's older and I can do this with her, and she's starting to move around a lot more, and we were just playing with her toys. I was doing some work this morning and Alex was doing some laundry. It just was like a moment of like just gratitude and excitement for this summer that's going to come up, and like New Lynn is like pretty much finished, and we've got so many things to look forward to this summer, and one of them being our garden. It is such a beautiful garden, but it has not been looked after recently because of us doing the cottage, and having a baby. It's just the last priority at all. It's funny, it's giving me perspective about this garden, that I was getting really like worked up by having to do so much to it, and having left it for so much time, I'm like, it literally is fine, it thrives. Like, all of these things are positive. If you leave things, then I can hear all the bees, I can see all the insects, everything's looking green and lush. Obviously there's far more weeds than I would like, but it's part of having a garden. Our wisteria is definitely a little bit messy this year, but whatever. So I really want to start this week getting back into gardening and looking after the garden now it's gonna be nice weather. Just doing little bits in a very like slow, meaningful way that is not stressed out about our garden. And maybe this afternoon I'll get a bit of gardening done. Yeah, I really want to power wash our patio as well, because that is in desperate, desperate need. Yeah, feeling like I'm having a very lovely moment right now in this garden, in this house, realising how lucky we are. Here she comes. Oh, little lady, is she crying?
No.
You've got a tear in your eye, little lady.
She had done a secret poo.
Oh, good morning from sunny Cornwall. We are going to the cottage to do a bit of gardening. Yesterday was so nice, and I just stopped vlogging because it's such a nice time just chilling out in the garden. Did I tell you that we went to Portleven Food Festival this weekend? I don't think we did. It was so fun, and I did do a little reel on it over on my Instagram and TikTok, so you can go watch that if you want to see how it went. But yeah, gardening today at the cottage, and hopefully later this week some gardening at the house. We'll show you what we've done, because we've actually planted quite a few things, and then today we want to clear out like an area in front of the house so that we can put new gravel down, because it's pretty weedy and muddy. So hopefully you can hear me, the wind's not too bad, but this is what we did the other day. We've got our arum lily here, which I've seen in the houses nearby, and they look so beautiful that I had to get one. We've got lavender, I think some delphiniums and a few other things. These are the hydrangea annabelles. I'm a bit concerned about these. I think they've been scorched by the wind, so I'm just really hoping they survive. I think because there's new sprouts, I think it will be okay. These are the slightly newer ones. We've got some cornflowers from my dad, some hydrangeas, more lavender, more cornflowers, and it's just looking much better. And then we've also got the edging with granite, and we have massively cut back the buddleia and this hydrangea, And then this little area, we've got 2 roses and another hydrangea and lavender. And last summer you may have seen when I sorted out this hedge, this like wall, but I left all of these flowers because they're very typically Cornish and they often fill the kind of Cornish hedgerows. I forget what they're called, but then they've got the Origia on as well, so that looks gorge. There's no more kind of brambles. We also fixed this. I don't know if I can find, I tried to find an old photograph. This used to be full of plants, but obviously this wall, you need drainage. So we're hoping that this is going to make a difference. In the future, we definitely need to do a more permanent solution because this is soil all the way down. So I think in an ideal world in the future, to help with the damp, this should all be dug out. And yeah, hello? 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 Long time no see. Hello? He remembers him from the vlogs. Hello, little one. We've cleared out all the plants, filled it with slate, and it looks so neat and tidy now. So the next job is to clear this area. It's kind of weedy, lots of old gravel, lots of mess. So let's get rid of the mess. So Alex has swapped in. Now we have to decide what gravel will look good out there that is kind of matching to the slate. There's quite a lot of weeds, there's some very woody lavender. We're gonna pot the 2 pots that are there because they're lovely pots, but the hydrangeas in them have died. So we're gonna pot up 2 new hydrangeas in there, and hopefully on Facebook Marketplace at some point we can find a bench so that you can kind of sit there and look at the view, because there's no view out the back. And I feel like that might be something I would do. She's on the move. Seriously, I think that I keep on thinking that she's about to crawl, and then she does everything but crawl. She's bum shuffling, she's crawling backwards, she's moving around like she can go from lying on her belly to sitting, and I just feel like she's very close to crawling. She can move around a lot now, which means we have to watch her much more closely. She has got a remote control and a teether in her hand. Good morning. What is going on with my skin? I've got marks on my skin. What is this? My brain has just stopped working, I swear. I don't know what's going on, if it's the sleep deprivation, if it's hormonal. Yesterday, I only filmed a few clips on my phone because I thought that I didn't take this battery with me, but turns out it was just in a different bag and I didn't even look for it. This morning I've already managed to turn the coffee machine and put the coffee to go and make frothy milk, and it just pour all over the floor because I hadn't put the cup into the coffee machine properly, which I have done 2 or 3 times before, and I still haven't learnt my lesson because Alex usually makes me a coffee every day, and I think he was upstairs, so I just made myself a coffee and I was holding Elowen. I was thinking of too many things. Both Elowen and my breakfast didn't work. I made her an omelette and it just fell apart. I made myself a chickpea omelette and I didn't cook it properly and it fell apart. What else is happening today? I just feel very like my brain is not functioning properly. I wake up in the morning and I'm just so tired, truly. To be totally honest with you, I'm in the stage of motherhood where I'm just I am exhausted. I'm so tired all of the time. Not physically tired, it's like more of a mental kind of like you wake up and you're like, oh my goodness. That's how I'm feeling, because I will say, and I will die on this hill, because I remember when I was pregnant, I would say I was tired and everyone would be like, just you wait until you have a baby. Pregnancy tired for me was way worse. Like the physical pregnancy tired feeling, I mean, the second I had Elowen, I was like, thank God that's gone away. For me, that tiredness was worse, but it was a physical tiredness that was just constant, never went away, and I would have to nap and I would fall asleep all the time. So glad that's gone, but it's like this sort of mental fatigue and this sort of feeling of, oh my goodness me. Maybe it's also just everything that's going on in my life. It's just, without me oversharing, because I like to keep some sort of separation on the internet. Obviously you can share stuff, but you can only share so much. There has been so much going on in my life since even last summer, like the last year of my life, that I think even like since Elowen was born or even before, that just has been so intense. And both Alex and I have always been like, when this is over, when we've got over that hurdle, when the cottage is finished, when we have Elowen, when she's this age, we always kind of, we're waiting for that kind of phase to be over, and it constantly feels like it's being egged out. And yeah, there's just like stuff going on that we just want to have fixed. I'm so ready for this summer when hopefully the cottage is open. Hopefully I've got structure with my work. Elowen will be nearly a year old, or she will be a year old, which is absolutely insane to me. Yeah, stuff in our personal life will just be kind of like resolved, and there'll be things that we can move on from, because I feel like my life has just been full of a lot of drama and a lot of tiring things all at the same time, and it never happens separately, does it? It always happens all at the same time. I think it's also the cottage stuff is bothering me, because I hate how I mention it a lot and I keep on saying it's finished, and yet this last phase takes a long time, having to try and find a holiday letting company. We've had to book them in and they're all like, yeah, we're having to wait basically a couple of weeks. Although if the person we see on Friday works, maybe that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because we could go ahead with it.
Yeah.
And every time we go to the cottage to do the garden, we don't get as much done as we'd like, because it's just so difficult with a baby. And obviously Alex could go by himself, but some of the garden stuff I want to help you with, or like, it makes sense for me to go there because I just find parenting together so much easier, and Alex also finds doing Newland together easier, don't you?
Sorry.
I was thinking, like, why don't you go to Newland by yourself to do this stuff? But it's often because it's easier when I go, in a way, because it's like motivating, and I find it hard when I'm by myself at home with her.
You say, oh, I have to stay at home with my baby, it's so hard. You know, it's just never ending with you.
Right, could you actually give a serious answer? Why is it that we always go together?
Not always.
No, not always.
I think it's general. Well, I think more lately it's been like, it makes sense for you and you can film stuff and it's nice to get out of the house with her. She's better in the car, I suppose.
I think you find it more motivating when we're all there.
Yes.
She wants to go to bed.
She wants to go to bed.
Yeah, we'll have to end this. She's sleepy.
She's sleepy, and Roxy rolled inside, so I need to give her a bath.
Great. I got a nice little delivery of these bamboo socks. Is it called Sock Shop? These are the Lazy Panda Pure Natural bamboo socks, and they had all these fun colours. Kept on pinning images of girls in cute outfits with colourful socks. Got some plain ones, but I got a blue, a green, and then 3 different kinds of reds, because reds are definitely my colour, and I do tend to wear red accessories, and like, look, I've got some red lip balm on. So I'm going to pick a colour. What do I want to go for? Maybe I'll go for blue today, or maybe I'm going to go for blue. How fun. Although I probably should wash these first before wearing them. Though I feel like I'm not a baby and they're on my feet, so who cares? Okay, I'm having a difficult day. I'm having a difficult day yeah. It is 11:05, only managed to get her down for her first nap. Context, she usually goes down at about 9:30, 10. Tried, didn't work, and she's just... my theory is that she's had a cold. The last 2 days she slept 3 naps each day, and so she's just not as tired because she's getting better. And I find with babies their sleep is like through the week rather than like daily, and same with like food. So I tried to remind myself of that, not get too worked up, but like, there are some days where trying to work, when Alex is working, I'm working, it's so difficult with it, just when you're both self-employed and it's like managing all of these different things. And yes, Alex does work. Some people ask what Alex and what his job is. We don't share everything on the internet, guys. Some stuff is just for us, okay? But Alex does work, including the cottage and stuff, but he is self-employed. He has his own work that he has to do. Cut me off because I'd run out of space on my memory card, which just sums up all of this. Yeah, it's so hard to manage all those parts. I feel like there's so much work I just don't do anymore. Like admin, like I have not uploaded like footage from my videos and like memory cards in so long, and I'm just gonna get in the sun. It's sunny, I want to get in the garden. It's been on my mind, that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to make this video about gardening, not about me moaning. So let's go outside. That'll probably make me feel better. Only thing I'm slightly concerned about is that loads of the stuff is in the cottage, the garden tools. Like I don't even know if we have gloves at home. Take a breath, take a breath. Safe to say it is gale force winds out there. I don't want this video to become me moaning. I had, oh my gosh, this friggin' tripod. This has been here for so long, it doesn't belong here. I don't want this video to become me moaning. I don't know what to do. I don't normally film this stuff because I normally just do it, have a moan to Alex behind the scenes and have a little breakdown and then figure it out. But like, my life feels so chaotic. I feel so chaotic. I don't know if it is everything. It's just everything. I know that my period is coming up for sure, and I know that really affects me, especially with ADHD. I get such like my anxiety and hormonal issues. I find it so difficult to emotionally regulate myself. Wind, I find so like such a sensory overload. I've had this conversation with Alex actually. If I could ever encourage anyone to go and seek diagnosis for neurodivergence, if you're suspicious that you are neurodivergent, it's so that you can actually understand these kinds of things about yourself, so that you don't get so frustrated with them. And some people talk about this where they're like, what's the point in getting a label? Like, why do you need to know? Like, what's the help? Just, you know, what does it even do? It's just a label. I can't tell you how much better I am with my mental health. Maybe you guys noticed. I know it coincided with being a mum, but I got my diagnosis technically last September, and it was very close to when Elowen was born. But I think since getting that diagnosis, in combination with becoming a mum, I've like had so much clarity with everything. Like in the past, I would have gone outside and probably forced myself to do the garden in the wind, and then just ended up having a bit of a breakdown because sensory wise, wind sends me into a rage. Like, I've actually now, having that understanding that is a sensory problem for me when it comes to ADHD, I now, if it's really, really windy, sometimes I used to just push through it and be like, we need to take Roxy for a walk. We should go to the beach. We've not been to the beach this week. We need to go on like a walk with her off lead and blah, blah, blah. I used to push through. Now I go, absolutely not. That's my, that's like my, not boundary, but that's my like awareness now, that I say to myself, nope, absolutely not. Alex can take Roxy for a walk here. He doesn't get so overwhelmed by it. He gets overwhelmed by different stuff. I just have to call it a day. I live in Cornwall, it's extremely windy, but it does really trigger me. And I used to get myself down about the fact that I didn't go to the beach as often as I would like. The beach is a place that is so windy and so extreme in its like sensory overload and stimulation that a lot of the time it just isn't fun for me. It's too windy. I don't have the tools, they're all in Newlyn. So I'm not going to force myself to be outside in the incredible wind trying to garden. But what do? I do find my content hard at the minute, and I'm just rambling and chatting so much, but I do find it difficult because I plan for stuff every week. I say to myself, okay, I'm going to do that video, I'm going to film that. The day comes, like today, it's like this week it's windy, or something happens with Elowen where she gets sick, or I forget to add something to Sainsbury's order and I can't do a recipe. It means I can't, like I used to be able to just be like, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow instead. I can't do that anymore. I literally can't do it. And then I just feel like my content is boring to you. My views aren't as good as they were before I had a baby. I feel like nobody's watching my videos. I feel like I'm having just like low self-esteem. Like I feel like my videos are boring and not interesting to you. I don't have the space and time to like film recipes. I watch other people's content and I'm just like, oh wow, you have like so much interesting content when it comes to motherhood, or like if they're like a recipe content creator as well. I just feel very stumped by it all. And now I'm sitting here during her nap, not doing stuff, when usually her nap is like, oh, okay, we can get stuff done now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to give to you. I don't know what to offer to you. I feel like, yeah, and I know so many of you are going to be leaving lovely comments right now, but it's just hard. It's just difficult. I think I should eat something and go on my laptop and clear my inbox. Elowen's awake. That was 20 minutes. Aye, aye, aye. Good evening, everyone. I don't normally vlog at night time. It's 9 p.m. and I'm so tired. I feel like it's an extension of what I said earlier, so I don't want to repeat myself, but yeah, I'm just having one of those days that like, or maybe it's just one of those months. I feel a bit fed up and tired, and like she's been more challenging lately to get to go to sleep. Like she's so full of energy and it's so cute. Like the thing is, it's so sweet. Like she's just learning so much new stuff, and like I'm putting her to sleep and she's just like wanting to move. She's like trying to reach over the side of the bed to look at Roxy, and like I'm trying to feed her and she's trying to like roll away and sit up, and she's just a little girl that's so full of energy and so full of beans. And my mum says that this is exactly what I was like when I was little. But as a parent who's tired and has like lots of other things going on, it's like I want to be like, wow, look how cute, and you're so full of energy and you're so like happy and excited, and obviously that's what she sees from me. I don't like complain about it. Yeah, we sort of tag teamed bedtime. Alex was reading her some books and we were playing with her, but she's just, the last few days she's taken a lot of time to get to bed, and it gets to this time of night, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm just like so done. Like I see other people who like do like a house reset at the end of the night after breastfeeding. I don't know how people are doing this. I try and do it and I probably manage it like once or twice a week. I'm so exhausted after bedtime, and maybe it's just people's babies' temperaments or how old they are. I've always found it really difficult to stay into a routine of that. I've always said to myself, in the evening you're going to come down, like Alex always does all the washing up, he does all the laundry, he does all the recycling, so he's got enough on his plate, he does all that. But like all the other stuff, like folding of laundry, putting toys away, tidying the hallway, like clearing up shoes, taking things and putting them in their right place. So obviously like I try and come down and like do all that stuff, and it just never ends up happening. And I have kind of like had to decide that like it's just the way my life is going to have to be. Yeah, I feel like I just need to let go of it a little bit and be like, do you know what, who cares? Like it's tidy if it's tidy, and it's not if it's not. Like it doesn't matter. I posted a reel about this saying that I was feeling like a failure, and I put it on YouTube Shorts as well if you've seen it, and already had it having so many lovely messages and a flow of advice from all of you saying, you know, you're not going to remember a tidy house, you're going to remember the memories that you had with your children. And it's very true. And it's so normal to feel like you're a failure, that you can't do it all, and that there's so much going on. Everyone feels that way. Everyone, especially parents, I think, because it's like another thing added to your plate. You get mum guilt and you just feel like you can't do it all. And it's really difficult. It's really difficult to accept that. But I do know, and I do like to see it through this lens, I do know that that's what she's teaching me. I know that she is teaching me. Like, I feel like she teaches me probably more than I teach her. She's teaching me to let go of perfectionism, because it doesn't matter. She's teaching me to slow down because I'm always running 100 miles an hour. She's teaching me to live in the moment, take it in, communicate better with my husband, spend more time with my friends and family, because that's what matters. And she is showing me all of that, and that's what I need to remember when I get flustered. I think it's the ADHD of it all that makes it harder. A few of you mentioned that too. It is a challenge when it already was a challenge. I need to probably just have like a real honest conversation with myself about what vlogs I can and can't make. Maybe I need to be a bit more strict about like the days that I'm filming and the ones I'm not, because I feel like I always disappoint myself with what I'm able to do. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like it was a boring video. Maybe it's a short video. I feel like all I've done is talk at you. I hope that in the next week I get my period and I can start to feel like myself again. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna go to bed now. I need to just just go to sleep, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully the next video I'll be more chipper and there'll be more things going on and I can actually just film stuff and talk less.